Okay, hey guys, it's Dread Cannon Crusher again. So my stepbrother accidentally walked in the room, and so I accidentally hit the unrecord button. Well, because I was trying to hit the pause button, because my phone has the pause button. But yeah, I guess this was meant to be a deck profile, but I guess it's gonna be a part two. So yeah, I was on So You Just Scold Dread, and I was telling you guys about how I can just draw cards and then get rid of cards I don't need. But if this if a monster is normal or special summoned to a zone this card points to, that monster gains 300 attack and defense, which that's probably the one I'm going to use second. Okay. Next, you play Cyber Twin Dragon. This basically just gets machine monsters on the field and in the graveyard, and it gets to attack twice. So, next you play two Cyber Dragon Novas, keeping that from my Cyber Dragon deck profile, or from the tournament deck profile. This basically allows you to detach a material and special summon a Cyber Dragon monster from the graveyard. Okay, next card. You play two Cyber Dragon Infinity. This basically just allows you to steal a monster your opponent controls and it uses it as a material. And yeah, it gains 200 attack for each material it has. So this card is actually useful to it's like a super polymerization. I get to steal opponent's monsters to fusion summon. So it's Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. I get to contact fuse with the Cyber Dragon monster and a extra or a monster in the extra monster zone. So this allows me to take like one of his number monsters and contact it away into this guy. So it basically like screws up it finesses his number, and basically I get his number back, but as my Mega Fleet Dragon. Next card, you play Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. This Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon is used for an OTK in this deck. So yeah, like I said, I need 5 cards in my hand to do it. Or yeah, 5 cards to do it. And plus you get to send send up to 2 light machine monsters from your deck to your graveyard. And it gets an additional attack for each material used. Now it's on to your final monster in the extra deck. You play Chimera Tech Overdragon. This is the card you want to get out on your very last turn, because this is basically like your final boss monster, where you want to banish every machine monster in your graveyard. So then it gains 800 attack for each material used, and it gets to attack your opponent's monster equal to the number of times, or equal to the number of materials used. So this is the monster you want to get on your very last turn. That is it for the extra deck. Now it is on to the side deck. I play a 15 card extra deck with a 41 card deck. Okay. First you play one Red MD. This is a side deck card, but I'll sometimes add it into the main deck. Sometimes. Next, for the hand traps, you play one Ghost Ogre and one Effect Veiler. If I don't have my Ash or my Ghost Ogre in my main deck, I'll swap it out sometimes. But these two are like, this is the backup, and this is the worser version of this one, so I won't use this one that often. Okay, now it's on to the final card the final monster in this side deck. DD Crow. Sometimes I'll switch it out with Dino Riffler Pankratops. But in this case, when I'm facing numbers, I do not need to. Next, it's on to the 2 spells I have and my 1 trap. I play 1 Limiter Removal, 1 Overload Fusion, and 1 Chimeratech Overflow. So no reason why to go over these. As to these, why they're in the side deck. I mean, sometimes I'll switch out my Cyber Network, and I'll sometimes put in this. Sometimes though. Next, onto these guys, I play 1 Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. No need to go over this because I went over it in my last video. Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. No need to say why I have this card in the deck because I went over it last video. Let's see. Chimeratech Rampage Dragon. Again, don't need to go over it. Cyber End Dragon. I have no idea. I mean, I just put this in there. Just in case I wanted to take out like Cyber Twin Dragon. Because I went over Cyber Twin Dragon in the last video. So, next you play 5-Headed Dragon. Now this just needs 5 Dragon type monsters. So I'll sometimes switch it out with Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon to finesse my opponent's monsters and to super poly them away. Next, First of the Dragons. This can finesse my opponent by super polying them away, but it needs 2 normal monsters, so it'll mostly be on my field. Next, you play this guy. No idea why he's in here. I mean, you know, I'm going to switch him out now, actually. Hold on if I can find... I'm losing my mind here. Okay, so instead of him, I will put... I'll put in a spare Dark Ruler No More. Don't need to go over this because I already went over it in my last video. And I use Borreload Dragon. I use Borreload Dragon because it is technically my spare for Saryuja, because this is technically not as good as Saryuja is. Saryuja and Borreload Dragon have seen competitive play, but I just think Saryuja is better. And so this is my Cyber Blue Eyes deck profile. My 41 card main deck with a 15 card extra deck and a 15 card side deck. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.